that this has happened. You gotta understand, y'all. Just in case you don't know, I don't know if y'all, a lot of people don't watch other people's content or may not follow other people's blogs and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just give a little backstory. So Tamar had took to the internet after she had threw Funky Diva a birthday party at V Live. It's V Live, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, okay. And he looked stank and unsatisfied because they were celebrating her at V Live. And I could tell because he always wears his feelings on his shoulders. You can tell. Anybody that knows Funky Diva knows, like, his name matches his mood. He's really always in a funky ass mood, okay? And it could be the highs and the lows from all the Coca-Cola that he do. And liquor, I know he's sick now that he can't indulge while he go. He bad. He mad. I don't know I'm going to hell. You said, am I delayed? Hold on, is something wrong with the... What you mean I was right about Tamar? What did I say about Tamar? What you mean I was right? Indulge me. But anyway, so when it came to Tamar, so they had went out. Tamar goes to the internet the next day saying, hey, y'all, please pray for me. I just woke up in a pool of blood, my teeth knocked out, and everything like that. Just, leave me alone. And then I guess this is the post that she made. Jasmine, please, can you read it as a reminder? Just read it to him as a reminder. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Give her 1 second. Jasmine's going to read it to you as a reminder because we're going to go all the way back, y'all, okay? Just give me a second here. And listen, you can... I advise you to go with his take. I do. Okay? Just give me a second. Iron out some things here. Go ahead, Jasmine.
Okay. I struggled to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. The way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Okay, bars. Pray for me. For real. I don't even know what happened to me.
Now, of course, Funky got upset with Tamar because y'all accused him of doing something to her. And then he got upset that she didn't take to the internet fast enough to clear it up when she didn't know, in her defense, that people were dragging him. She had no clue. This is the honest truth. So what happens is when people drag Funky about something because he has such a, I don't know, his fan base is very weird. It's like, I believe because people watch him because he obviously has good information, right? But then there's this underlying kind of relationship that he has with his fans where they know that he really does not with them like that. They know that. And they say it. They be like, listen, we know he don't like black women the way he talked to us. I mean, hell, he was just dragging them weeks ago talking about, y'all just mad at me because I work a 9 to 5. I mean, y'all got to work a 9 to 5 and I ain't got to work no 9 to 5. And now all the nurses is laughing at him because they're like, well, now you got to come in from 9 to 5 and get treated by us. I said, I was just like, oh, y'all are brutal. Y'all are brutal, okay? But we'll talk about my thoughts on that in just a second, okay? But when it comes to the Tamar thing, like, I personally felt like for as long as he's been on the internet, he could have allowed her some time to get on the internet and address it. Or he could have at least called her to say, hey, they're dragging me. Can you clear it up? He says the only conversation that they had, and I spoke to her too, personally, okay? He says the only conversation that they had is when she called asking for Dr. Heavenly's number so that she can get her teeth fixed. Now, mind you, fast forward to this day, he's saying that Mendice's probably knocked the teeth out by putting her face in the headboard. Mendice's hips is too wide to be doing that, so I don't think so. Now, the dude that Yandy was cheating on him with, the UK guy that was a personal trainer, he can knock some teeth out. But Mendice's, his skin's soft. He got baby soft skin. He got titties a little bit. He wear like a little A cup. He got a fat ass. No. No. Tamar got a drinking problem. That's just what it boils down to, okay? And don't tell her how much she had to drink. And a lot of people that do drink a lot, they typically, because drinks are spirits. That's why they call them spirits. When you go to a store, it says spirits or eat spirits because it brings about a certain spirit out of you. And Tamar has struggled with the spirit of promiscuity her entire life. That's why it goes all the way back to her sleeping with everybody's man, not just Tony's man, but a lot of people's men, okay? This is word around the curve. And let's be honest, Hollywood, they share everybody anyway. So they figured like, hey, if I hit him first, because, it was rumored that she did mess with Birdman and an executive at a record label that Tony was messing with too. And I did hear that during the verses, she was backstage sitting on Birdman's lap while she was drunk. I personally feel like Tamar needs a little rehab, just a little bit, because that can bring about a certain side and you just forget about it. See, it's the weed and the liquor for me that bring about that type of spirit. But luckily, my husband has me grounded and guarded. He be like, listen to me. When you go out, you better smoke no herb. It's either or. It's either the herb or the weed or the herb, not together. Because ain't no telling what's going to happen if it's together. So there's a rule that I have that he has for me. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I was like, yes, sir, I do. Because it brings about a certain spirit. Okay? He calls that spirit Florida. Shut up, Jazz. But anyway, so, but I did tell y'all, and y'all kind of pushed back on me about this. After she had promoted her music video, now I was getting DMs saying that they were out together, her and Mendices, but Funky was there too. When they said that they saw Funky and Mendices together, and they all came out and said, including Funky, that it was a music video at first. Okay? And so we were inclined to believe that it was a music video. So I wasn't going to go forward with any information, and I'm talking to Tamar personally that this was a professional shoot. Okay? But now Funky is coming with details from his perspective, from what he saw out of his own two eyes. Okay? Her doing.
Since you want to be
go ahead, roll it, Jasmine.
Since you want to be like this, let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendices had in front of me. Okay, all of that your short and your booty shorts sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since she was throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendices got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay? And the shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay? Now, if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendices and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what. Okay? But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mendices and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you. That's who went upstairs with you. Okay? All the phone calls I got at the V12, is Tamar drunk? Why is she sitting on Mendices' lap like this? Why is she sitting on Mendices' lap? And see, here's the thing. I hate that I even chose to go this route.
No, you don't.
Because it follows the narrative of just a messy sissy who couldn't wait to get Mad Day to tell her business, keep the messy punks from around you. Like, it would seem to me, Tamar, if you knew that I was holding on to all of this, that you would just leave me the f alone. Baby, you didn't throw no party for me. If anything, you threw a pre-party for Mendices. Because he the one who went back upstairs with you. That lady husband. And see, y'all be around here in these blogs and shit thinking y'all be knowing what y'all be talking about. Folks be eating me up. And I just be sitting there. If only y'all knew. Only y'all knew. He's such a bad friend. He's such a bad friend. If she was drunk, why he didn't go upstairs with her? That just want to be around her. He just want to be around her because of XYZ. A real friend would have went upstairs with her. I didn't need to go upstairs with her because that lady, her husband, went upstairs with her. You absolutely right. A real friend would have went upstairs. Her real friend went upstairs with her.
We can stop it. We stop it. Fuck it! We ain't seen that Funky in how long? It's been a minute. He been out here dragging his followers, dragging his fellow podcasters, helped them to save his checks on YouTube like me. Michelle, AT, Leah Brown, he dragged them because he was hanging with them. He's a mad day type person. Same way he did Claudia and Al and ruined the show, went live at the same time as they went to try to trench the views and all that stuff when he, quit Fox Soul over $250. He's a mad day type punk. Wait till I get something on you. Didn't he sit up and say, the reason he didn't feel comfortable around me is because he didn't know if I was going to come to the internet with his business? I can't trust him because a lot of people see things in other people because they project their own beliefs onto other people because they know exactly who they are. So they try to get away from certain people because they know, like, my thing is I can match your energy. He knows that Tamar can't rumble with him. He know that. He know that Tamar ain't got no man protecting her. That's why he said, I'm going to have to square it with Shaq. You're not even going to get close to me to be able to square it with Shaq. Because Shaq going to have you laid out. And it's not going to be the laid out that you like from sleeping with other people's husbands, high on coke and alcohol. I remember when Gio called me, T.S. Madison manager, and said that Funky had got so high off cocaine one night during one of their tours that he had took a fan from the audience. They was in the green room. Everybody getting ready to leave. Funky down there, either Funky was on his knees or the dude was on his knees giving Funky head. Funky was just high. And it was just happening in front of everybody. And he wanted to talk about what Tamar doing, and they got the same spirit. They telling Funky, let's go. Funky tell me, hold on. He jacked out of his mind. That's why he on that. So listen, I think, here's my thing. And when it comes to, and I do want to say this, and this is just my theory, in my opinion. I feel that the reason Tamar, I feel like this is true. He's not lying. He just wanted a moment. And the moment came after he had a life or death experience. Just sit on that for a second. When you have a life or death experience and you realize that you are not winning playing by the rules, and you spent the last 14 years kissing ass to women who really don't like you. Oh, let's talk about it. Black women, I know y'all finna drag me, but I don't care. It's finna go down. Okay? Because he knows exactly what he's talking about. There are underlying issues and prejudices between black women and gay black men. Let's talk about it. We either hang with them because we don't have a real man to hang with, because most women that had a heterosexual man, and it's not to say that they're not real men, I'm just saying that is the term that y'all use. You know what I'm saying? Your heterosexual man is not gonna let you have no type of men hang around you, especially if they're gay. Until you hang with them if you're insecure. You need somebody to big you up, to make you feel good, to make you feel pretty. Whole time you can't get no man out in public while you with them because they cock blockers. They trying to compete with you. And you know it. And he knows that. That's why he don't give a damn about what the black women say on his channel, because he knows. That's why he sit up there and laughs about, y'all think we want to be like y'all, We don't. They just trying to get to know your business. And it's a lot easier to get with a woman with a little bit of insecurities, and then she finally meets a man, and then you tell them everything about the man, and then the whole time they messing with that man, because you done told them everything about the man. Secretly in competition. In competition. Insecure. And this is what they do. Soon as you show them an ounce, this is what they do. They come out and they drag you like they're women, but they're not. They're men, emotional men that can't fit in with heterosexual men and definitely can't fit in with women. So they're confused about where they should go. So then they cosplay in our energy. And this is what you have. Now, I do believe he's telling the truth about Tamar. He just waited for a moment. And like I said, life or death, when you get hit with some life or death information and you realize you've been kissing the wrong ass your whole life, your whole career, now it's time to let them know where the bodies are buried. And I do want to warn every celebrity that sat up in Funky Diva's face. It is Armageddon time now. It is happening. It is happening. It's best you get your story out before he does. Because when I tell you he got medical bills to pay for, that channel is finna be in the algorithm. It's fin to go down. And we are propped and seated and ready to listen. Yes, he is. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. But I do feel that the reason Tamar came out and made that statement about losing her teeth, because when I did talk to her, I was like, your teeth don't look like they were wrong. You know? Your nose don't look broken. You don't look like you had surgery that fast. I feel like it was an alibi for Mendices. I feel like in order to say that he was not with Tamar, because I'm sure some people hit Yandy in the DM, she came out with that to cause confusion as to how this could happen. So her being by herself and being found with her friend, there's no way she could have been with Mendices. But don't nobody want Mendices. Ain't nobody out here trying to claim him. Not Tamar, not Yandy. Shit. But do I feel sorry for Tamar? I don't. And I see K. Michelle over there parlaying with him too. It's only a matter of time for her. Because they don't like you. They don't like you. Competition. They know that you're using them. And I know this is gonna get clipped, chopped, screwed. I don't care, it is what it is, but am I lying, Jasmine? Because soon, if you got a gay male bestie, as soon as you get a heterosexual man that's in a relationship, he gonna make you get rid of him. And half the time, y'all get rid of y'all friends anyway. You don't know how to act when you get a man, so you don't know how to do balance, and so you just forget all your friends because you laid up, and then as soon as the man leave you again, you back crying to your gay bestie. That's usually how it go down. Now, personally, I don't feel like Tamar did anything to deserve this. He's trying to make it seem like she did. She has not mentioned him. All she did was say she gave him a birthday party, probably used her name to get it for free because Tamar's money is not that long anymore. I heard Vince was out here tricking it on men, her baby daddy. But there's nothing he can say that Tamar did to him. And the fact that he's up here lying, saying that he was getting to know Tamar, really? That's what we finna do? Just so Y'all won't drag him for dragging another black woman. Just tell the truth, fucking stand in it. Stand in your shit. You stand in it when them niggas is beating it out your butt. Stand in it. Let's get it, bro. Yeah, that story, it was giving alibi. But remember, Yandy cheating too, Mendeece's cheating too. They might as well just all have an orgy at this point. And he's doubling down. He says he's ready for the lawyers because Tamar says she has plans to sue. I doubt it, that any lawsuit is going to come of this. Okay? You all right, Jazzy Faye? Okay. Just want to make sure my producer, Jazzy Faye, is okay. But I doubt any lawsuit is going to come of this. And Funky ain't got no fees to be split with no lawyers and no doctors at the same time, okay? Now listen, so you pick your battles wisely, sir. All right? And I do want to say this. Whenever you are under a great deal of stress and you are conjuring up this type of energy without any source, and Tamar ain't said about you nothing at all, you're mad because you feel like she should have had your back at a time where she's trying to have her own back and watching her back from Yandy big back ass. Listen, ain't nobody got time to be dealing with you when she got real problems around here sleeping with people's fake husbands. You are the least of her worries, but he feels like she should have came out and said something, and the entire time he was right there parlaying with it. I feel like she wanted me to say something. Why are you doing this in front of me? Because they've been doing it in front of you. You ain't been talking about them. You ain't been dragging them. You've been hanging around with them. But cheers to the wine, because that was some good wine. Why I love this product so much, you can see it's halfway almost gone. This is a mushroom extract gummies. It's because they are loaded with beta glucans, okay? Now, there's a lot of products out here that likes to divide mushrooms up, but all of the mushrooms are compacted into one gummy here, okay? Not only do they increase your energy, they increase your mood, they help you to focus more and things like that. Mushrooms also help to fight oxidative stress on the body, which means you're not gonna age as much, okay? Can you tell that I'm 43? Absolutely not. And I know the jokes out here thinking that I'm in my 50s. I am not, okay? And when people do see me in public because I'm tiny as hell, they know, all right? They already ask, are you in your 30s? I am, okay? Why? Because I keep mushrooms, whether they are in gummy form, whether they are in liquid form, or whether they are in powder form. This is my go-to travel version. As you can see, they are halfway gone. I take one a day. When I tell you you can instantly feel your energy shift and things like that, just trust me, one or two is all you need. One of the hottest sellers on our website, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code and get 10% off your first order of the mushroom extract complex. Every time we get a review on these products, I'm going to share it because these are products that I personally use to help better my life and my mood, all right? And so we got a review from a wino. She says, greetings, Miss TK. I just wanted to share with you one thing about the gummies, all right? I saw you on YouTube and you talked about natural remedies and what you took. Now I don't trust a pharmaceutical medication and I suffer with inflammation due to my arthritis in my hands, but I'm 51 years old and when I wake up, I couldn't get out of bed because it takes me a while. So I ordered the inflammation joint therapy and I took it for the first time before I went to bed because that's when your body heals. And on 8/18/25, when I woke up this morning, I was able to get out of bed with no pain. I just want to say thank you so much. I am crying as I write this to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Her name is Brandy G, and she is talking about the Indian turmeric extract, which is in gummy form. Everyone knows that turmeric aids in decreasing the inflammation in the body, which leads to pain. And she's also talking about the chicory root extract, okay, which helps with joint cartilage repair therapy because it's loaded with glucosamine, all right? And glucosamine helps to repair the joints and things like that. Please use the coupon code TK10 when you go to shoptkdeals.com and get 10% off your first order, all right? So I don't know if y'all know, I have a weight limit that I usually don't go over, and that's usually 170 pounds, okay? And so I typically try to keep my weight between 155 and 170 because I look the healthiest. I don't want no sunken in skin as I get older and things like that. I like to look, you know, kind of voluptuous and juicy and shiny and stuff like that. And so one of the things that I do naturally to control my weight without having to use medications is I use Active 8 plant-based mango extract drops, all right? And so what I typically do is I'll put it in some water or put it under my tongue on days when I want to fast or activate a fast, and that's why it's called Active 8. And what I'll typically do is drink a bottle of water while taking 1 drop of these, okay? And when I say 1 drop, I'm talking about 1 whole drop, and it will suppress my appetite for the rest of the day, all right? And so I could typically do this for a 3-day fast, for a 2-day fast, for a 24-hour fast, or even for a 5 or a 7-day fast, okay? And it is plant-based. There's nothing, no chemicals or anything that can harm you. It just helps to suppress your appetite and boost your metabolism, okay? And clear your skin as well. As you can see, my skin is clear as hell, all right? I look healthy and hydrated, all right? And so listen, if you're trying to shed a few pounds or not gain more weight, please try the Activate Drops, one of our top sellers on shoptkdeals.com, and use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order, all right? Another one of my favorite products, the oil of oregano. And this is actually oil of oregano, organically made and compressed, all right? I keep this around, especially during fall time or during cold and flu seasons or COVID seasons and things like that, because it is antiviral, antibacterial. It even helps to fight staph infections. So I always keep this close to me and I travel with it. All you need is 2 drops. If you feel something coming on, I just drop 2 drops in my tea, 2 drops in my water. Trust me, you're going to feel it. I drink it down. You're going to smell it as well too. And it helps to shorten the lifetime of any virus or illness that I come in contact with, okay? And so for that reason, I keep me some wild organic oil of oregano. You should be able to smell your oil of oregano through the bottle. Please visit shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order. Trust me, you can't live without this, and I can't.